What's going on? Welcome to Coffee Table Conversations. It's your main man, Timmy Cobbs. We got
Ryan Wilson, Razor Ryan.
and BJ.
Boss B, as they call him. We got a special guest today, man. We got the legendary, the one that owned in Milwaukee's own, Reggie Brown out here, man. You see he bucks it up and down,
What's happening, man? How y'all feel?
We good. We feel good. We got the Milwaukee legend in the house, Reggie.
I'll take it with the chicken wings and stuff. At,
Oh,
man,
my
the
bad,
drinks.
man.
Right.
We should have been a little more prepared. We ain't know.
First time out.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Before we start, though, I got something I want to thank our one of our key sponsors. What everything is powered by. It is Katz Law Firm, and at Katz Law Firm, they simplify legal advice for clients facing traffic violations in Michigan and Wisconsin, ensuring personal understanding and clear communication, with a track record of achieving desired results and a high success rate. Their firm takes pride in servicing and defending individuals effectively. Don't wait until it's too late. Call now for your free consultation. 250 East Wisconsin Avenue, Suite 1800, and phone number 414-678-1238.
You know he legit because he on Wisconsin. Boy. He
You
legit.
already know. You already know.
Yes.
You gotta be a survivor down in Wisconsin.
Yeah. No.
Well, yeah, man. First off, man, we just want to say thank you. Anything that you want to say, BJ, about the podcast or Run, one more time before we get started, just about what your expectations are. This is our first episode, man. I know you've been thinking a lot about this.
Oh yeah, it's an honor for us to have Reggie in here. Our first show. I hope people get familiar with us, familiar with what we do, and hopefully by the end of the night they get more in depth with Reggie and him as a person, and his history, what he's been doing around the city and for the city.
That's what's up. Y'all be out here working too, man. Y'all be out here working, getting it.
They done seen you on a lot of our flyers, man.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Y'all hit fly. Y'all go hard with them flyers.
Yeah, we be trying to.
Yeah.
Flyers, social media, you know what I'm saying, and just trying to put our presence out here. It's a blessing that people, like a lot of people, starting to want to work with us. Like,
That's good.
let that good build up. So,
It's a wonderful thing.
it is, man. So
It's a
hopefully we
blessing.
continue that, Reggie. You've been doing a pioneer of the city, man, like a legend. Like you've been around like so much. It's like I don't know. You don't work with so many different people, Reggie.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I grew up here, man. This is my city. I love it. I've been on the radio since high school here
Wow.
in
Okay.
Milwaukee. So back and forth between here and Chicago. But this is home. That's why I'm still here. This is
was
home.
you born here?
Nope. Born in North Carolina, Goldsboro, North Carolina. I'm a country boy. We moved here when I was like second grade, me and my brother and my mom and dad.
Okay.
And we go back every summer. We used to work that farm. So I'm a farm country boy too. I'm a country boy. I was driving trucks. I learned how to work a stick shift before a regular manual because it was a truck. And we were on the farm moving tobacco. So,
Wow.
so at 11 years old. That's why I hate driving now.
Hey.
For real.
You
So
sound
how
like
did
Ray
you
Ray. You sound like Ray and Claude on Life.
For real.
It's the Ray Claw.
Uncle
They
Roo. Yeah, I was
On
a
the main
country
line.
boy. Yeah, that's right.
So when you came to Milwaukee, like what area and neighborhood did you grow up
Well, when we first got here, my mom met my dad on the Air Force Base,
Okay.
Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. So when we first got here, like the first month or so, we moved with my grandparents. At the time, this is the early 70s, they lived on 11th and Burleigh.
Mhm.
So then when we moved from them, we moved on 6th and Keith, and then we moved to Fratney Street.
Shit, I was in the hood, 60 Keys.
Yeah, you was in the
6th and
hood.
Keith. Yeah, the house. And you know what? It's crazy enough. My next door neighbor, I didn't know him because he was a little boy. My next door, my dad knew his dad, but my next door in the house, the very next door, was Earl Stokes.
Wow.
Earl Stokes,
Right.
That's-
98.3.
City
So,
boys
Yeah.
on one
yeah,
block.
it's crazy. But I didn't know Earl. He's much younger than me. But my dad knew his dad. Yeah, my dad knew his dad. So
Wow.
we found that out later on in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So what got you started in radio in the first place?
Well, there was this guy on the radio back in the day. His name was Dr. Bop. Y'all don't know about him. Y'all too
we
young.
ain't.
Y'all too young. But he was on the station. Back then, AM radio was happening. WAWA was the station. And he used to rap before rhymes were out, before the Sugar Hill game came out with that. He used to say stuff like, I'm a chick chaser and a money waster from Whitefish Bay to Cudahy. You know, he was, man, when I say he was cold, there used to be a store called Pyle's Gift Shop on where Marcus is, where Marcus used to be on 17th and North.
Okay.
And I used to catch the bus to go see him. He used to do live remote. And Mr. Powell said, hey, you got to buy something to be in here, young man. So I would buy $1 and cent. You know, just $1. That's all I had. I was a little boy. But he had a doctor suit, you know, a white doctor suit, a stethoscope, everything. And chicks used to line up just to get his autograph. And I said, I just want to be just like that dude. When they buried him in his doctor suit. Yep, it was crazy.
But we didn't know about them dollar entries. We had dollar get in the store just to steal a whole bunch of shit. As little kids.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's cool.
But music is my love. Like growing up in North Carolina every summer, they didn't really have black stations. So I would listen to everything, rock, country, some of everything. And I listen to that now. I listen to everything,
so
every genre.
Long range in me. That's
yes.
So you was out here like Bilal on House Party at first?
You know it, buddy. You know, hey.
My type of hype.
So you started off doing house parties though?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I did. That's when house parties were safe.
Yeah,
That's when they were safe.
Right.
Yeah. I remember I was just telling somebody the other day, I used to write my own flyers. I can't draw or write. And I put 4 on one flyer, you know, for the after party for the high school basketball games. Because we moved over by Rufus King on 14th and Capitol.
Right.
And we used to, I used to go there, hit the students up. And the first one we did, my mom said, I ain't having all them kids in my house. And we did it, and we charged $1 to get in, and it was so packed. And she said, when the next one? So we did 3. And then the police just said, hey, can y'all calm down on that? Stop. So, but yeah, I used to do them everywhere. Me, Stan, and Vince back in the day, they were the promoters, and I was the DJ.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good old days, man. They can't do that now, bro.
So how often do you go back and visit your hometown?
North Carolina?
Yeah.
We just had a family reunion last year, 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, okay.
So every 2 years. Every 2 years, yep.
I think one underrated quality about you, Reggie, is that you got a great sense of humor. Like, I think
we need to put you on stage.
Yeah, but Reggie, he slide him in, and you know when he be kicking it, and I'm like, yeah, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie's fun.
Hey, and plus when you co-hosted City Roast 5, I was noticing the joke, like, cause he was throwing them from the sideline. He the host, so when somebody fumble or mess up or whatever, he'll say something that had me dying. I'm like, I ain't know Reggie was this funny. You know,
you know what? I did time in Chicago on the radio, and it's funny y'all mentioned it. And funny you mentioned the movie Life. There's this guy. He ran the Regal Theater. I used to do a talent show every third Sunday, and the general manager was Chuck Gano. And Chuck Gano came to me and said, hey, I'm about to give this job up. I'm about to go to LA, and I want to be somebody's manager. And I'm going to teach you comedy, and I'm going to take you with me. Can I be your manager? I turned it down. I said, no, I can't do it. Then he went to a girl named Adele Gibbons. He said, Adele, I want to be your manager. I'm moving to LA. As a matter of fact, his daughter runs WGCI now. That's another story. His wife was fine. She did radio. She did the jazz station, Barbara Gano. But anyway, and then he went to Adele. Adele said, no, I don't need a manager. And then he went to this one dude, this last dude, and said, hey, man, I'm moving to LA. I'm taking you with me. And the dude said, come on. Bernie Mac.
Wow.
Bernie Mac. We all came up at the same time in Chicago. All of it.
Man.
Bernie, Adele, oh my God, the guy that's behind Chris Rock, Ali Leroy, all of us, Deion Cole, all of us, we all came up together. You know, we did something at this club called AKA, where Bernie would host I would host it and introduce the comedians. Bernie was the guy that put it all together. But he would have Cheryl Underwood, all of them. We all were just starting out in Chicago. I wasn't a comedian, though. I was just a host because I had to host a club behind the comedy spot. It was in one building. But we all came up together in Chi-Town,
So how did you break the radio?
In high school, I was just a popular dude. And I got on radio because one of the guys would let me into OC White. This guy, OC White, let me intern with him.
Yeah.
Just collect records. And oh, wow. I worked with him. Then back in the day, high schools were different. Every high school had a specialty. I graduated from Riverside, but in my
Okay.
junior, senior year, I went to Marshall in the morning for broadcasting.
Well, wow.
Every school had a specialty. My
Yeah.
dentist, she went to North Vision. That was the school for dentistry.
Yeah.
Washington was the school for computers. Every school had a specialty. So if you maintain a B average, you can go to two schools at once. Agriculture at Vincent. That was when Vincent first opened up. They had the
Yeah.
old Lincoln High School uniforms.
Oh, man.
It was crazy before they got their colors.
Yeah.
They were blue and silver.
Damn.
But
Wow.
so I was just in that program for my junior and senior year. So working at the school board radio station, I would do there. Then I worked at WAWA, then WNOV, then Hot 102.
I remember those days.
Yep. Then I left and then went to Chicago. The guy that hired me at Hot 102 was coming back from the grand opening of Flight Time Studios in Minneapolis, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis Studios.
Wow.
Heard me on the radio and said, let me see if Reggie wanted to come to Chicago. I said, no, I don't want to come to Chicago. I ain't never been to Chicago. What's in Chicago? He said, man, just come do weekends. So I would catch a Greyhound bus or fly. It was $83 a flight, one way, 23 minutes up. Boom, you're there. And somebody would pick me up from the either the train station, the bus station, or the airport. That's when the airports were safe.
Yeah.
But I just got my wings. I was working weekends in Chicago, and I'm all over the place. But
Yeah.
that's how I got.
No.
Chicago was the best move that happened for me.
Yeah, wow.
The
Is that
best.
is that where you pretty much said you had your first big break?
No, it was here.
Oh, here.
It was
Okay.
here. I was working for a film production company full time, Hot 102 part time, and killing the clubs. I was killing the clubs. Sonny's on Broadway. I was doing all the clubs back in the day, getting all the money. I was greedy. And
You ain't wrong.
yep, then I went to Chicago, and a guy offered me a deal I just could not refuse. He said, you work about 12 hours a day doing film? I said, yeah. He said, then you on the radio? I said, yeah. He said, then you in the clubs? I said, yeah. He said, I'm going to give you this. And he wrote down a figure, and it was $80,000. I was like, how long is this contract? That's what you're going to get a year.
For the radio?
Mm.
Yes.
Damn.
In Chicago. Chicago was a major market,
Hell
Yeah.
Oh,
you know.
For sure.
And I said, I called my daddy. He said, boy, if you don't take that, I'm kicking you out the house. So I took that deal. I was working 4 hours a day on the radio, making $80,000 a year. And I was lonely. I didn't know nobody in Chicago.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, ain't
lonely.
nothing like that.
I worked from 6 to 10 at night. So my grandmother went to church with Oprah's mom. Oprah's mom hooked me up with an interview for Oprah
Damn.
to be a floor director because I was a film major, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So I worked for Harpo for 2.5 days. My boss called me on my lunchtime and said, what are you doing there? And then he gave me an ultimatum. He said, it's either Harpo or Gannett. That was the name of the company GCI was under. And I gave it up. So, but it worked out good for me. It worked out real good for me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's great that you have so much experience in entertainment
Yeah.
and music and things of that nature, because it just shows with the quality of person that you are and how much everybody here look at you as a big influence, musically wise, radio wise, and you're an pillar community. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate that.
And see, Reggie, you had been around radio for a minute, so you seen radio, internet, you seen it evolve. Like,
Yeah.
how do you feel about the changes from then to now? Like when you first started, and see how radio was, now
Right.
how it is, and how now it's like people depend on internet so much more than probably versus riding around listening to radio and stuff.
I know my niece is tripping. She said, y'all didn't have microwaves back in the day? Oh my God, how did y'all make it? But yeah, radio has evolved. It's easier for people, people to do podcasts now. It's real easy. It was hard back then because like one of the guys that put me on, Steve Haywood, he was trying his best back in the day to get on a station in Chicago. And then somebody that he was grooming made it. So he was proud of me. He was real proud of me. Um, it's easier now for people to get on radio, with social media. If social media was out back in the day, oh my God, I'd be a star.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I'd be
definitely.
a star. All the
Definitely.
people that I got pictures with, Michael Jordan, the
Man.
Scottie Pippen. Who got a
Now,
picture with Jordan?
who was the best, like the coolest person you probably ever met? Like
Scottie Pippen. That was my dude.
really?
Scotty. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Scotty was my dude on the Bulls. Then it became Dennis when he got here. Um, Jordan was cool.
That's
Uh,
on the athlete side. What about entertainers?
oh man.
I know you get sometimes you get. I'm gonna ask you that next though, like the
Yeah.
judge, like but
So back in the day in Chicago, when I first got there in the '90s, once a summer, well, we would do it in June, and then if they felt right, the second year, the second time we did it, it was in August. It was a house party, a real house party. Now check the lineup. Check the lineup. I was the host. My guy Gary Jackmaster Wallace was one of the DJs with Rick Lenore. The host, the girls were Sally Richardson, Holly Berry,
damn,
Liza Kruzak, and Tony
you
Shelton.
people.
Yeah, those are the girls that did the party. It's a pajama party. That was when Holly was dating. And Holly's fine, but she was the ugliest one in the crew.
What?
I'm telling you, these girls are bad.
Wow.
So
What?
that was when Holly was dating Wesley Snipes because he wouldn't wear pajamas.
What year you think that was?
That was in '90, and then '91 we did it.
Mm.
Yeah. So
You encountered a lot of major figures in the industry
yeah.
in the early part of
Oh
your
yeah,
career,
exactly.
you know?
R. Kelly, I put him on. I'm the first DJ to ever play one of his songs on the radio.
For real?
Yep, I'm the first DJ to ever play a R. Kelly. The song was called "Why You Want to Play Me." It
What?
wasn't even R. Kelly and
I thought you was
MGM.
jumping,
It was
man.
public
It was just
announcement?
nope. It was just MGM, mentally gifted men.
Yeah.
Yep,
He
mentally,
definitely mentally gifted.
yep, mentally
I'm fucking
gifted
So you
men.
broke our killer.
Nah,
Yeah.
I-
Yep,
Man.
they were on a show called Natalie Cole's Big Break, and that's how they got hot. You can Google that because the performance is on YouTube.
Okay.
Yep, it's on YouTube.
Reggie, who was an asshole?
Well,
Somebody was really funny acting like man,
we straightened it out. We straightened it out. I've been knowing this guy for a long time.
not Young Torn.
No, no, no. First time I interviewed him, he was cool, cool. Then he made what is it? Playgirl magazine. No, Player magazine. It's where the dudes are naked in the magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Then he blew up. Then the next interview I did with him, he was like, yeah, yeah. Answering questions like that, I was like, yeah, yeah. And then when he tried to come back again, I said no, because
His energy was off. huh?
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So the record people talked to him, and everything was cool. But that was Big Daddy Kane.
Wow.
That was
Wow.
crazy.
Oh,
we
man.
cool like this now. We got pictures and everything. But he was just that magazine where he was in there naked that blew him up.
Yeah.
This before the internet now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This before the internet, and he was just a star. He felt like he didn't want to do it. I guess he felt like his guy that put him on, Cold Chillin' Records, was a part of Warner Brothers. His guy had died, and the record company wasn't treating him right. So he put that energy off on me and all the people that were interviewing him, and it didn't work out right.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a 6-minute interview.
Okay.
So who was a person that you encountered in the industry that when you met him, you felt starstruck?
Dang, that's
Did
a
you
good.
meet Michael Jackson?
Don't let me tell that story, man. I don't know why, because I met this girl when she was in a group earlier. There's a girl named Beyonce Fox. She's a radio personality in Chicago, and me and her were at the BET Awards, and we did the radio room. So we decided before the show started, before the actual award started, we decided to walk the carpet backwards. So we were at the front of the carpet. We had to we were at the back of the carpet. We had to go to the front. And that carpet, when you see that red carpet, you can sleep on it. It's so soft. They come in, they put it in. It's like carpet it's like a bed.
Damn.
Right.
You're walking
Memory
on the
foam
red
type
carpet.
carpet.
Exactly. I'm like, damn. So we walking backwards. And this is the BET Awards. VH1 is a part of BET. Sierra is my girl. So she had a one-piece dress on with her whole back out, a thong on, and some heels. That's all she had on. And I was teasing her, taking a picture of her back. She said, "Stop, leave me alone. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm nervous." See, she about to hit the VH1 stage. And all of a sudden, Beyonce Fox started hitting me like this. And I turned around, and right in front of me is Beyonce, the real Beyonce.
Damn.
And we were like this close.
Yeah.
And my camera just started taking pictures. So I took a picture of her and Beyonce, and she said, "I spelled mine different. I spelled mine with an I." And then the BET photographer put Beyonce behind, because she was about to open up the show, put her in behind the BET backdrop. I said, "Can I take your picture too?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Do I look hot?" I said, "You are hot," because she was sweating in that dress.
Yeah.
And she has a sweating problem. You know, she does. She sweats.
Beyonce?
Yeah, she sweats. That's why she got those Beyonce fans.
Yeah.
She sweats.
I noticed that. When she be doing right there,
Yep.
her hair always belong.
But
Musty ass.
but yeah, I really felt starstruck because I've seen her before. We had her here at Washington Park.
What?
We had Destiny's Child at Washington Park, but it's Doug Banks stage.
Mm.
Yep. But I just felt starstruck. She was so pretty.
So,
Mhm.
you know, the people want to know. We all here and then heard things in the past.
Mhm.
So, what was the scenario and situation with the V100 thing?
Well, this is a part of it right here. This is a part of V100's downfall. And I'm not bitter or nothing. They let me go back in March, but didn't realize they had to pay me for the rest of the year. That was last year. It's too much competition for radio now.
Absolutely.
It's way there's podcasts. I listen to satellite radio. There's Apple Music. There's so many different things you can listen to.
Right.
And V100 makes their money off of commercials,
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely.
advertising.
Yeah.
All right. So when the money's not coming in, I mean, Instagram and Facebook are selling ads now.
Right.
So when the money's not coming in, you got to make some cuts. So that's what they couldn't afford me no more.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's bad. They cut from Bailey Coleman. Bailey Coleman damn near built V100. So
Yeah.
from Bailey Coleman, myself, they just started cutting people. The last person they cut that was local was Minister Melvin Hood.
Wow.
What?
And he's only on 4 hours on Sunday. Couldn't afford him no more on Sunday.
Wow.
So that's how radio is. So let me tell you. So there's young folks that want to get into radio. There's nobody local on V100.
Wow.
If something happened right now in the city,
Yeah.
you won't hear about it till the next person from out of town does the show. So this is what's going on. The person that took my spot, his name is Trey. He's in Chicago. He's doing 5 full-time shows at once. He's doing, I know he's doing New Orleans because I was on in New Orleans. He's doing, I think, St. Louis. He's doing Chicago on the weekends. He's doing Milwaukee. He's doing some other cities too. But he's doing them all at once.
Wow.
All at once. It's like, but he'll go in and say, Milwaukee this, Milwaukee that. And everybody you hear, well, of course, the Breakfast Club is on in the morning. They're in New York.
And then
Angela Yee,
yeah.
she's in New York. Trey took my spot. He's in Chicago, but he's on all these other stations. Ashley, the girl that's on after him, is in Houston. Then the next girl, Shay from the Bay, she's on in San Francisco. Then the other girl, the last girl, is on in Philly. So
It's like you don't have any local
no local
information
nothing. No.
being pushed out no more.
And I'm about to
because
put
of
up a campaign behind that too. We need V1. I had a dream about hooking up with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump told me, make V100 local again. And he gave me a hat. I had that dream. I didn't vote for Trump or nothing, but
Yeah.
but he gave me the hat, make V100 local again.
Wow.
Because we got the Bucks, we got the Brewers, we got the Packers. We're a big city.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
is, man.
We need a
Even hockey, we got the Admirals.
exactly. We need an urban radio station.
Yeah, we
I mean, 98.3 is cool, is great. 98.3 is great, but The younger folks need something to listen to.
Yeah, especially we got the young guys that's coming up in comedians and rappers.
Exactly.
That's waving off TikTok and things like that. Like,
Yep. People still call me right now for interviews.
Yeah.
They call me. A guy just called me yesterday, 2 days ago. Hey man, can you interview Coco Jones? Because she was here at the rave.
Yeah.
Friday night.
I said, dude, I'm not even on the radio no more.
Wow.
All the record people. There's nobody. I can send nobody to the station to be interviewed. So it's crazy.
So is DJ O the only last Milwaukee?
DJ O is not in Milwaukee no more. He lives in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He sends the mixes in.
Damn.
He does them at home or wherever he can do a mix. And he can do a mix on a plane and send that mix in. So he's not in Milwaukee. He only comes to Milwaukee for special events. He works with the NBA. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
I done seen him at a few Bucks games.
yeah, so he's not even in Milwaukee no more.
So how do you connect with your audience now?
Me right now, the clubs. I'm in the clubs 4 to 5 nights a week.
Yeah.
So I'm in the clubs doing my thing. Man.
Do you get tired of the club? Because I know, like, you know, as everybody grow older, and I know this is a way for you to make money, but it's like, even though you make money in the club, sometimes people get tired of just being in the club, you know? When the money good, you can't turn it down, so I get that.
True, but I got equipment to produce stuff, even though I haven't done it in a while. I just love this music thing, this industry. And I love to DJ. So I mean, it's easy. Shit, a little bit.
I mean, even us talking to you, small talk took us a long way. Some things you said is like, oh yeah, you know what, he's right about that. Yeah, we've been able to use it, you know, along the way. So it's been cool.
I'm in the Spanish club on Tuesday.
Really?
You got to know that music too. You got to know. You got to know it.
And your range, that's another thing. Some people don't have. But how you said your history, you already had where you like different types of music.
Yep.
And I'm kind of like that too, man. My lady's Latin, you know. Shout out to my fiance. So I be having,
yeah. She love the Bad Bunny, all of that.
Oh, I love that.
Yep, love Bad Bunny's like a king. He's like Drake.
Man, yeah.
He's
you gonna hear that in every Latin household.
Yeah.
Man, please.
One thing I wanted to ask you too, like, okay, you was talking about your history with B100. Like, what does your day to day look like behind the mic? Like, okay, you know, how basketball's got a ritual, or they got stereotypical shit that they like. I don't like that, superstitious and things like that. Like you get up, you know, what's your thing? You get up, you had coffee, or you know what I'm saying? Like certain things.
Yeah, certain meal before
you went onto your radio station. Things you had to have before you started the show.
My phone or my computer. I would show prep, see what happened. Yeah. Like last night, I just found out Skilla Baby got shot.
Right.
In Detroit. He was by himself. So I still do it.
16 times.
Yep, I know.
That. Wow.
I know. And he only got hit 3 times. So just to show prep. Then I'll show prep. I find out what's going on. I check these certain websites that I go to. The World Star, of course. All the other sites. I'll see what the Breakfast Club or who they had on that morning. And then I'll go get on the treadmill for a minute. Go get something to eat. And then hit the way up. And then get to work. Yeah.
You a coffee or a tea guy?
No, neither. I like tea. I don't mess with coffee. Coffee and beer, 2 things I don't mess with. Yeah, coffee and beer. Yeah.
Beer had me all full.
Yeah.
Piss and sleepy. I can't fuck with no beer.
Yeah, my dad, we was 12 years old. Me and my brother used to share half a can of Pabst. And I was like, Dad, why would you give us some beer? He said, put y'all to sleep.
That was y'all melatonin.
That was, we would go.
Melatonin, the capital of beer.
Yep.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yep, it's crazy.
Well, if we can, I gotta just make sure we can pay a few bills real quick. We gotta shout out some of our sponsors real quick. We're gonna get right back to that.
Yeah.
But our first sponsors, we got Cat's Law, as you've seen in our commercial before. We got Timmy Cobb's Fitness. We got Versatile Clothing, City Rose Group, Rep Premier League, National Liquor Mart, and TDR, Tone Deaf Radio and Network. You know, he helps out with a lot of podcasts.
Tone Deaf Radio, they hiring. I'm looking for a job.
Man, I'm trying to tell. We might have to get him. We might have to get him, man.
What's going on? I'm looking for a job. Yeah.
But I got one thing, man. It's kind of funny, man. Everybody was talking about. They're like, if you're going to interview Reggie Brown, you have to ask him this question. Because I was at the edge of my seat, man. I was cheering for you, man. I feel like I was your biggest fan, man, during this fight, man. You know where we going with this fight, man. How you feel? Was you that tired, man? Would you ever make it through? Or was you like, oh, it's over?
I messed my hand up.
Okay.
My hand was
he was in trouble, though. It looked like he was in trouble.
Yeah.
My hand was messed up when we originally had the little fisticuffs.
Yeah.
And Tweezy, my dude. I love Tweezy to death.
Yeah,
I've been on. He gave my whole family, well, he didn't gave me, I bought coats from him,
Yeah.
jackets and everything. Tweezy is my dude, no matter what.
But sometimes you just don't piss a man off, man. He
He,
did something to make you smack the shit out of him.
I was DJing for a core DJ Kev. We brought Juvenile to town. We were at Mr. J's. Kev had his motorcycle on the stage.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me that Tweezy was going to host.
Okay.
Tweezy came in with a bottle.
Mm.
And he went over to the sound guy, Mark, to give me the mic. And he got on stage. I didn't know. He even say hi to me or nothing. He didn't come up to me or nothing. But he was in rare form that night. There was some ladies dancing. And it was just rare form. What got me mad was I had Mark turn the mic down. Tweezy came over to me. Man, why you do that, man? Why you do? He wasn't Tweezy, the Tweezy I know. And then I saw him. He had champagne in his hand and a glass. He put the bottle down. He picked up the glass. And when he switched it to the other hand, I know he was about to throw it on me. So I ducked. And he got all my equipment wet.
Oh, no. Yeah.
While it's playing.
Yeah, I got to smack the shit out you.
Yeah, my MacBook cost $3,800.
Yeah.
My controller was $1,600. Wet, everything wet. So I just snapped. And man, we hugged it out. That's my boy.
Yeah, shit happened.
Yeah, we did it. We talked before I saw him at Juneteenth because I wanted to do it like the wrestling thing. We were at Juneteenth hugging and stuff. I said, no, we got a fight coming up. We can't be hugging and stuff, man. We just got to be enemies right now,
Yeah.
And here's a trick everybody tripped out on. We had a face-off at Bouchard's. And it's theater of the mind for me. At the Bouchard's on 76th and Capitol. And I came up there and I had my bike. And, I live near Brown Deer. And he thought I rode my bike all the way there. No, I parked it around the corner at Rent Center, took my truck around the corner at Rent Center, put my bike out, splashed a little water on my face. And yeah, what's up? Like I was ready. So he thought I rode my bike all the way up there.
Really?
No, it was theater to mind. But we got money though. We still good guys. Tweezy, I love him.
You still got the belt?
Yep, we both got a belt.
Oh, okay. All right, so we both see that.
both-
That was the problem right there.
That's the real
So it was a draw
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
That's the first time I seen you go live.
Yeah. So we they made it a draw because they wanted us to fight again in February. And for the money that we got, he was like, nah, heck no.
All
right.
The promoter got
Paid like
5 times more than we did.
I bet. All the time. Yeah.
That's my dude, Steve-O. I love you, man.
Yeah.
I love you, Steve-O.
He was
But
hustling.
me and Twan got pennies. Steve-O didn't have to pay for nothing. He had all sponsors.
Right.
And them tickets were expensive.
Uh,
I was like, God, dog, man. Damn.
Yeah. They was hitting people. And he had like where you can watch it online.
Exactly. Did we get any money from that?
Hell
No.
no.
He Don Kinged us.
Yeah.
But that's Steve-O. That's my dude too, man. Steve-O, my guy.
And even y'all three powerful people in the community right now. What do you think is like your role in the community now?
What I do now is I go to a lot of schools and talk to kids still. Career Day, I was just at a school last week. Shout out to Miss Berry for inviting me. What I do is I just go talk to kids while they're in high school, tell them they can do what I did. When I show them my pictures, they trip out. I just don't show them old pictures.
Yeah.
I show them, they want to see me with Moneybag Yo and Glorilla and all of that. I show them all of that. I've been in the game a long time. Then I say, what kind of shoes you wearing? I got on Jordans. Anybody with a picture of Michael Jordan, I show them the picture, they be like, damn, that's Michael Jordan.
Man. And I love it though, because Jordan came a long way.
Yeah,
the
he
first
did.
brother to take his, his logo.
Yeah.
That shit went worldwide. But now brothers is today they branding themselves.
Mhm.
Whatever
Yeah.
they're doing, they're making a logo. And this mine, if it's clothing line, if it's whatever they're doing,
Exactly.
they branding that shit. And I love it though.
Jordan, yeah, he had a machine behind him.
See, man.
Yeah. Shout out to his daughter that lived here in Milwaukee.
Michael
What?
Jordan?
Really? Didn't know that.
What?
And
Oh,
then
man.
see, you know what was crazy too? though?
Wow.
Like to speak on what you were saying, like Jordan, he taught a lot of us black people how to be more entrepreneurs, whether we know it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like from the logo, people, now people study logo, LLCs, businesses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you hear about the Jordan story where his mama was the one made the pitch of
Sure was.
like, this is what I want for my child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So she was the one constructed the deal, but it just turned him into a global phenomenon based on his shoes and his work on the court.
See, but I love it because now the way days are, black people know their value. They know their worth. You know what I'm saying? Now we going here, we ain't just taking what they give us. That's why the NBA contract's getting bigger and bigger because they know that they bring the fan base to that shit. So
Jordan set the trend for that. His mama, Miss Juanita, they used to do when I was in Chicago. They used to do an Empire carpet commercial together, and you get a free Wilson basketball. But they showed his mama one time on the commercial. It's the funniest thing. It's online. She was palming the ball, and then she went to slam. You can tell there was a dude that was slamming with
I remember that, an old commercial.
Yeah. But she was she put him in check. But he had a big machine behind him too, though.
Yeah,
a lot of people. His second child is here. He has a son in Brooklyn, a daughter here, my girl Cherie, and then 3 kids with his wife.
That's dope that you know what I mean, you tied in with the history.
Mm-hmm.
But look at Dwayne Wade too. People thought Dwayne Wade was crazy to go get the deal with the Chinese people, but in the end, like dog, all that shit really, he probably got way more. They probably get 3% or 10%. He probably getting like 80, 90.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Jordan probably was getting the pension. Then after that, he probably, when contract up, you got to pay that shit.
But it's about generational wealth.
Yeah,
setting your kids up right. Look at Magic Johnson. Look at Shaq. That's one of my favorite players ever.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no money till you go to school and get a degree.
Yeah.
That's what Shaq told his kids.
Yeah. And we were talking earlier. You said your son do this now, right?
Yep. He's doing it. He's doing
Shout
it.
out to his son too. Man. I watched him grow up from a young guy too.
Yep.
Little man.
DJ KB. Yep.
Y'all check in with him too if y'all, DJ dad and him on deck.
Oh,
he booking? He taking bookings?
Yeah, of course. He DJ.
We're gonna have to get him a DJ at a show one day.
Yeah, he do all the team parties. He do all of that. Graduations. He rolling right now.
What you think about the roast? You've been in there, like Reggie. You've been in our environment. You seen how it is to hang out with us.
Oh, the city roast?
Yeah, or anything we did, city roast.
Y'all should be doing that every other month, man.
Yeah.
Y'all really should be doing that every other month. That is so funny. It's real. The last one y'all did, I was at. That was ridiculous. And the people come out too.
Yeah.
The people come out, especially the comedians. Yeah. I was like, where'd that from? But that is so funny. Y'all should film it and put it on TV and sell it or something, man.
Yeah,
we're
that's
in the process of getting a lot of that stuff edited down.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the reason why we ain't do it more often is because we ain't want to water it down.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you do something, like we've been doing the city roast since 2018, right? Yep, 2018.
Right.
So if we was doing it every month, we'll kind of make people stray away from, because people here, they count your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They count your pocket. If you got a big crowd, they more focused on what you made than what it costs to put this together.
Right. Do it 4 times a year and then put it on YouTube, and people got to pay $1.99 to watch it.
Yeah,
that is. Because you get different people from different ethnic groups, on the actual show.
Right.
Yeah. I remember the first time Reggie sang Shamika. He was like, man.
Yeah, I know. She was ridiculous. I just saw her last week too.
Yeah. She was happy that you knew who she was. And that's the thing that platform do.
We had so many people started off.
Night,
yeah.
Rib, and then it's your night. And next thing you know, whoever's in the room, they know this person from coming in there lighting it up. Even if you break down to the top 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying? It's going to come down to people remembering who this person was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I was stealing some of them jokes. Right up down.
I was too, though. I like it. Shamika said shit I never heard.
Yeah.
The Ken, I heard a lot of people say shit that I think that's the art in the shit that, you hear something that you never heard before.
Right.
I mean, and the thing about the ribbon thing is that, like in the hood, like we got thick skin. So we got tough skin. Growing up like that, that's how we able to get over our insecurities with life.
You
got guys or your family members, they rib you. So by the time you get to school, that shit's nothing.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You done heard it all.
Right.
Yeah, that's a brilliant thing going, man. Y'all should do that at least 4 times a year.
Yeah. We want to get it out of town.
Yeah, that's the goal right now.
We got a couple things in works to take it on the road, and that's going to eventually be one of our next big announcements. But for the most part, it's like, we love doing it here, but we also want to broaden the horizon.
It's in the works. Follow
the tracks of Wildin' Out, man. Look at Wildin' Out, man. Yeah, I could take that. I could see that on the road.
Yeah.
And
Definitely
people would
see it.
never believe like I had the idea since 2004.
Really,
Yeah.
He
man.
sat on it about 15 years before we said, "Dog, let's try this shit."
That's what's
You
up.
know, when we did, it was like 150 some motherfuckers outside. Couldn't get in. Like, and I'm like, damn, there's plenty of motherfuckers outside. My God, like, man, I'm just seeing every motherfucker come see how many motherfuckers y'all miss. And for it just to be a small idea to start off in a bar, then you see it at the
Yeah.
markets. So for two brothers walking there and rent the markets out, you
Yeah,
know, it was a big shout out to ourselves. But you know, you going with everything in life, like, you know, it's hit and miss, and like it's a good try. It was a great show. You know,
Yeah.
it didn't sell out, but I mean, it's still you live to see another day and keep going.
people love to laugh.
So they love to
They
laugh.
love to laugh.
That's like you
Man.
do the lip sync challenge, Reggie. When we did that shit went viral.
Oh, I want to get in that.
You do?
I got some songs.
Man,
I've
we
been
got one
practicing in the
coming up,
mirror.
man. We got one coming
I know.
up.
See, I want to do that, man. I got some songs. I got some R. Kelly songs I want to get off my chest,
Oh
man.
man,
Man, let me know.
man,
I'm
that'd
down.
be too funny. We get you in there, man.
Man.
That'll be dope as fuck if we get you.
Man, I'm down. I'm
Yeah.
definitely down. I got some songs.
What do you think about the last show?
The lip sync challenge.
No, when we did the thing with Jim, when Ray J and them.
With Ray J, Bobby Valentino, the Millennium 2 after party. Ray J was wild, wasn't
You
he?
see the old guys up there?
Yeah, I got video right now of Ray J that went viral.
What?
Yeah.
It went viral. Ray J with the two white girls.
Yeah.
You know, and one girl has some action going on.
Yeah,
down
I'm
here.
right.
So- oh my God.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm still gonna repost that again.
Yeah.
I need some more hits off that. Even the Pleasure Pre videos I got, them boys are wild, man.
Yeah, man.
They was partying.
Yeah, Bobby was like, "No, y'all keep that."
Bobby was mad. He was
Yeah.
he was mad at he was mad at Ray J.
Yeah, yeah.
Ray J kept on doing all type of crazy dances during the show, so he was kind of
Yeah.
pissing him off.
And what I liked about them, bro, they party. They didn't give a fuck. Some of them hoes look like the excuse my language. Some
Right.
of the females look like the pictures on when you used to take them.
Oh, that was one. That was
No,
my
all of
Sony
them.
camera.
All of them were messed up. But
Yeah,
you had some
yeah.
pictures on.
That was my Sony camera. I just had got it. I gave it to my son.
You can see the hoes busted feet. Everything. You had a great camera because you could see.
Yeah.
Some hoes that had no lotion on.
That was
Ashy.
my Sony
lip
camera.
smacking.
The settings wasn't right, you know, and they gave me a backdrop at it was 618 then, it's Element now. But they gave me my own backdrop by the women's bathroom. And that was just a bad batch of pictures.
Right.
That was
listen, Reggie.
the
I
new
used to
camera.
love just to go check out the pictures on your page.
Yeah, that was the big
you do
thing.
something,
You
that
had
was it.
you had the Jet
That was
Beauty.
better like a magazine. And you like how y'all say everything changed. Now
Yeah, you had
think it's gonna
Jet
survive
Ugly
no
of
more.
the week.
Jet Ugly of the week. Jet
Ugly
Ugly of the week.
Busted
We had-
feet.
oh my goodness.
My girl Mary and her husband in Atlanta, they live out in Norcross, Georgia. And where she lived, they got a little party house or whatever. And she said, Reggie, me and my girls just get some wine and we go in the party house and we just look at your pictures. That's all we do is laugh.
Yeah.
But like I tell everybody, a camera takes a picture of what it sees.
Yes, yes.
They were blaming me. Like,
Right.
you know,
I ain't no editor. I ain't finna edit
Like,
the
why you
picture. It's
take that
coming out
picture of
just
me?
how
I
it's
ain't got no
at.
lotion on.
I always show the person the picture. And what I used to do, if I didn't think a picture looked right, if the girl was ugly or whatever, I would take it down.
Yeah.
But somebody told me that was discrimination.
Yeah.
If they like the picture and they want it, put it up.
Yeah, they don't. Some people don't care.
Exactly. But people just need a reason to go in on people.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, you ain't see
Yeah.
that booger in your nose.
I know. It was one girl, and I see this girl to this day right now at the Oasis. It was called the Onyx then. It was a Halloween party. And I ain't even going to bring it up, but she had a pirate outfit on. And I still got the picture on my phone. It was crazy. But I see her to this day at least once a week.
Oh,
But
man.
they went in on her, and you cannot. She tried to fight the internet.
No. That'll choke you out.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
No,
Undefeated.
really.
Undefeated.
Did you know that if you comment on Facebook on a picture, it go up to 999, and then it say plus.
Yeah.
I didn't know that to her
Man.
picture. I didn't know
Mm.
that. I was like, that ain't going in. And then I asked her if she wanted me to take it down. She said, no, I'll leave it up there. Because it was on all 6 of my Facebook pages. No, I'll leave it up there. I was like, girl, they
Sure.
going in
So
on
we had
you.
some fun that night with Ray J because Ray J didn't give a fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
He was so turned
Yeah.
on.
You know.
He
Yeah, he
came
was
to
turned.
he came to his senses when I asked him about his mom, because I know his mom. Yep. And we used to talk a lot on Twitter, and she just stopped. But she going through some stuff, and he didn't want to get into it. So,
Did you see when I pranked you?
No.
Yeah.
What'd you do to Ray
That
J?
went damn near viral. I was like, Ray J, look at your sister out here. Randy here. And he was like, where? He was looking, I have to take it.
Really? I didn't
was
see
on some
that.
bullshit. You know, when dude was up there, the older cats, and they was up there singing. Reggie said on mic, I'm behind doing the Sandman, doing the rope.
Right.
Like,
that was cold. They ran, man. I thought they were good.
They were good.
I thought they were good.
Motherfuckers didn't come to see them.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
know. They were too long.
Yeah.
Yes. And honestly, I thought, like, you know, you said they good. It ain't nothing wrong with you saying that. But my opinion, I ain't like it.
My mama,
you know, I think they got too many songs in.
Yeah,
they
did.
And they was doing cover songs. I'm thinking they finna do their own music,
right.
man. You know what I'm saying?
I told my
I'm like,
mama,
don't nobody want to see public announcement. This ain't a public announcement.
Reggie, I told my mama she couldn't come. Our mama was pissed when she seen them old
really?
She was like, y'all told me I can't come. I see them niggas with the pirate suits and shit.
Oh my God.
With the pirate suits.
No, but mama seen them motherfuckers. She was like, well, excuse my language. Mom seen them. Mom's like, man.
That's crazy. I thought they were good though.
And y'all notice he said excuse his language, right? Look at his shirt.
There you go. Classic though. Classic matching shoes.
But that's crazy, bro, because we all grew up hearing your voice on the radio like that, man. And to be able to meet you and you get to know us back, and it's like, I don't know, it's an honor for us it's an honor for us to have you in, man.
That's all good. I appreciate, man. The first show too. Ain't no wine, no champagne, no nothing. It's just dry.
We're gonna have to do it afterwards.
Man, you know, I'm a fitness trainer outside of this, man, so I can have all that out there, man. It's been a conflict of interest.
This is something else I wanted to ask, but it's something that I truly, truly miss growing up. Whatever happened to Jam for Peace, man?
I was just thinking about that.
I knew that was coming up.
That was it.
That was the big thing for the
money. Well, back in the day, all the Jam for Peace artists used to come for free.
Okay.
Before social media. All of them used to come. Everybody. We might pay for the main act. Tickets were cheap. $10.07. All tickets. You know, you might get the first 10 rows $40, you know, at the Marcus Amphitheater. But over time, people started getting their tickets at the last minute. The very last minute, getting their tickets at last minute. Like the last show we had at the we had Bootsy. I had to go pick up Eve. We had Bootsy. We had some everybody. It was at the Bradley Center. I remember it was raining. And people bought their tickets at the last minute. And then with the YNs, these young ninjas out here, it got violent. You know, it's supposed to be a peaceful show. And it's fights. When Bootsy was on stage, the kids were jumping on stage. They were coming down from the balcony, jumping on stage with Bootsy. Security was the older folks. I'm not messing with them kids. My mama friends. Doing security at the Bradley Center. And they started jumping on stage. It just got real. It was fights breaking out like crazy. How can you have a Jam for Peace and there's a bunch of fights?
Right.
We didn't want the news. Yep, we didn't want the news to jump on us. We used to have a big jam, a big show every year too. But people, just like these concerts that cancel all the time, people in Milwaukee buy their tickets at the last minute. And promoters cannot operate like that.
Man, listen, I don't call us promoters because we really just promote our events, but like now we're getting into promoting other people's brands and other people's businesses as well. So I guess I take the promoter tag. But I truly hate it. I hate that everybody buy tickets at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to keep account of what's going on. Exactly. And at the last minute, when you see your tickets not really moving, you start giving deals away just to sell tickets. And then you turn around and it's packed, you know, but then you didn't make as much money because you're giving away, you know, because when your tickets ain't selling, you do whatever to get people in the bill. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I remember being on stage with Tyler Perry. He was dressed as Madea, but he was talking to the audience. It was a Sunday show. It was supposed to be 2 shows. So he combined both the shows because the tickets wasn't selling right. So he got on stage behind me, grabbed the mic from me. He had the Madea outfit on, but he was talking as Tyler Perry.
Right.
He was like, y'all get y'all tickets early or stuff like this is going to stop coming to Milwaukee.
Right.
You know, and he was right. He was right.
That's a bad look. I mean, and people put a lot of energy and money into some of these shows that they do, and then
Yeah.
Like you get that type of rhythm where you don't know. Like, last minute being you pressed, you want to give a deal, you don't know whether they give a deal.
Right.
Like,
Speaking of which, what man? Shout out to Jimbo, man. Y'all heard from
yeah,
Jimbo?
shout out to Jimbo.
Yeah,
He all good?
Yeah.
Well, Jimbo, he all good,
All
but
right.
for the most part, I think the situation he was going through, he finna come up from under it.
Okay, cool. Jimbo, what's up, man? We with
Shout
you.
out to Jimbo.
Yep, shout
Much
out
love,
to
We with
Jimbo.
you, brother.
We love you, bro.
Yeah, that Ray J show still pop.
Yeah,
It still went down too.
Hell
So.
yeah, great
Sure.
energy.
Yep.
We had fun. Like I said, those man, all them cats were smooth.
Yeah, they
I
were.
like it. Like with me, like Reggie, I'm a vibe person, and when I seen how they was just loosey goosey, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, these cats smooth, like
Yeah.
and
That was where everybody said, put them on stage. Pleasure P said,
Yeah.
let them all alone. So
man.
that was dope.
It's crazy. I watch all them do. Pleasure P gave me my flowers. Ray J gave me my flowers. I watch all them dudes come up as little boys.
Wow.
Bobby Valentino was in a group called Mister.
I remember.
They had a song Blackberry Molasses. They came to Chicago and did some stuff back in the day. But of course, Sammy, I like the way he was. He was on one of the Jam for Peace shows back in the day.
Yeah.
Little Sammy. He used to live over right outside of Chicago.
Okay.
But he moved to
It
Atlanta.
was up to see Rico and Jacob fall in with
Yeah, they were there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
Jacob, of course, that's my nephew.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Rico was there. Yeah. Rico was there. I was shocked to see Rico.
Yeah, I was shocked to see him.
Rico doing some major things too,
Yeah,
man.
And so shout out to all the writers in the city. Some people think you got to be behind the mic, but
Yep.
writing can get you where Rico was at. You see, I mean, where he at now? Like,
Yeah.
man, living off of writing. He
And
only did one album that I could think of. I don't know. Maybe
Who?
he did more.
Rico?
Yeah.
Man, Rico did everything.
I'm
He
Man.
got
talking about that.
Grammys.
No, as far as his own album.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah,
probably ain't
yeah.
had time.
Behind some
Oh
things.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Yeah.
But his
Yeah.
own album was like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
what's that? Chicks Be Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ladies be like, yeah.
So,
Rico, smooth dude.
People ask me, how do you make it like them? You got to get out of Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
got to get out of Milwaukee. Ain't no
that's why
action
we want to
Milwaukee.
get our product out of here too, because this here is just the,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be as serious. Other people gonna take it serious, and
Right.
maybe we'll be able to fill them theaters and shit up like that.
Which artist now in Milwaukee do you think needs to get out of Milwaukee? It's about that time.
Well,
Like,
he's doing it. Chicken P. Chicken P
Yeah,
is all
yeah.
over the place.
Yeah.
Maya P.
Yeah.
I was watching the Knicks game.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They got her song on the jumbotron,
Yeah,
and she's sitting in the audience.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like, what?
I
At the
seen
New
that.
York Knicks game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
her song is on the jumbotron, like a fairy and
Yeah.
in New York. Spike Lee looking up
Big
like,
Yeah.
and she's sitting in the audience.
Wow.
Man,
That
I'm
That
like,
was
Maya P.
so
Milwaukee,
dope.
'cause
That
that's
was
dope.
so dope.
It's dope.
She
Man,
doing her
that was
thing, man. I'm proud of her.
the city on fire, really. Like to me,
Yeah.
you got Stoner doing what he doing.
oh, Steve the Stoner, that's another
Yeah.
dude.
He a
You,
grinder.
you got to get out of Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I interviewed Babyface in L.A. and I asked Babyface, I said, how do you make it in the industry? He said, you got to be where the action is.
Yeah.
You got to be where the action is. If you want to be a professional cheesehead, where you going to move? You ain't going to move to Atlanta.
No,
You going to move to Green Bay.
exactly.
Yep, he put me on. He put me on game with that.
Damn,
Yep,
Honestly, that's some news that everybody could use.
exactly.
And I'm glad you spoke on that because it's gonna boost our energy far as making sure
Yeah,
we take them steps to take this thing on the road. You know,
yeah,
I know right now we're in the process of locking a few things in, but coming from you,
yeah.
we most definitely gonna take that one and hold that one to the heart for sure.
Yep, and don't be trying to get paid every show. Don't. You just starting out. Kanye used to sell beats for $100.
Mhm.
$100 just to make it through the week. Look at him now.
Yeah.
You know, so get out there and work. Put the free work in. Get it in. It's gonna pay off in the long run.
And I think that's what messed it up with people nowadays. Like when they feel themselves get a little
Right.
buzz or a little attention, then they feel like, oh, I'm finna hit them over their head with the prices. And a lot of times you run them off instead of perfecting your
You
product,
right.
instead of building it up and
You
continue
right.
to shake hands. It's like everybody want money. That's how they see it with us. We ain't dealt with nobody where we never. Everybody we not no big company, but still we want to make sure everybody's paid out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Every comedian we done had or dealt with or hosted, they've been paid.
that's
It's
it.
just some
Yeah.
of them get mad at us, Reggie, because like I don't know why some of these comedians, but we can't book everybody at one time. We
Right.
can take 5 people at a time when you're doing the stand up session.
Right.
I don't know. Sometimes they get a kind of a little bit of. I be feeling like they be like got a
Hmm.
little hate, but you know what it's.
That's another reason why Jam for Peace, we stopped doing it. Everybody want to get paid. Jam for
Mhm.
Peace, the artists used to come for free. I was looking at, we had 22 artists on one flyer I got.
Mm.
SWV, R. Kelly,
Yeah,
some Jamie
yeah,
Foxx hosted.
yeah.
D.L. Hughley hosted with us. Jamie Foxx, that was when he almost got arrested here in Milwaukee. Like, you don't know who I am? He told the cop, you don't know who I am?
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx. We were at the Marcus Amphitheater. Mary J. Blige on the show, but they wasn't getting paid back then.
Mm.
Jamie was. We gave him and D.L. Hughley. We gave them a hosting fee, but Mary got paid. But some of the artists under them, public
Yeah.
announcement with R. Kelly, they didn't get paid. They used to do it for
Dang.
free.
I
But now
got a,
everybody want to get paid.
I got a great question for you.
Mhm.
So in the radio world, a lot of people tend to put, to me, the king. They put this person under, and they don't want to play his music or nothing. But what do you feel? What is your take on if you were still on air?
Hmm.
Would you play R. Kelly, and what's your take on his situation?
Well, because of the things that he was alleged doing. First of all, any radio station, well, not any, the urban stations,
Mm-hmm.
B100, our main target, our meat and potatoes are women 18 to 34.
Yeah.
That's who we cater to.
And them the ones he was doing his thing to.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Right,
So
right.
women was like, "Oh, get R. Kelly off." They say stop, we stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
are you playing R.
so
Kelly?
how do you
They ain't
feel
got
about
shit
R.
to do
Kelly
with you at
musically
home,
wise?
bro.
Musically, he is my favorite singer.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
He's my
Absolutely.
favorite. I saw Bow Wow do the thing on Club Shay Shay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Name your top five. He named all
R.
five.
Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly.
All five. Kels is amazing, man. He was his mama used to come. We used to do the talent show at this club called the Copper Box, 115th and King Drive, out in Chicago, every Friday. He was with the group MGM. Casper, the Cha Cha Slide,
Mm.
dude. He used to do James Brown on roller skates. Selena Johnson would be in the show. Carl Thomas came up from Kankakee sometimes to do the show. It was a talent show in the club. R. Kelly used to be there every week. They never won every week. They used to have the same clothes on. But on that Friday, his mom would call me on the hotline and say, "Make sure my boy get home now." Yes, ma'am. He was with a group of MGM,
Dang.
Wow.
and they would do guy songs.
Mm.
They would do guy songs. So I watched him grow. I remember I interviewed Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall did some songs at Battery Studios for the Juice soundtrack. He did "Don't Be Afraid" and another song. He was in town,
I
and
thought Don't Be Afraid was on
No, that's-
New Jack City.
nope,
All right, you're right. It was.
it was the Juice
Yeah,
soundtrack.
that was Juice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
because
was-
they was in
Don't be
the
afraid.
when they was
Yeah.
walking when
He recorded three
Tupac
songs.
was coming through the party looking for Q.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. The song was playing in the
You know that
background.
movie. Yep, yep. So I interviewed Aaron. He came up to see me, and I interviewed him, and I invited him. I used to do this club. My name in Chicago was Jammin' Dave Michaels, so I used to do Cliff Levingston's Riviera every Friday when the Bulls play. All the Bulls would come over to the club, so it was a live broadcast. I was hosting. Mike Dunn was DJing. We live on the radio from 10 to 2 in the morning, playing basically house music. So I said, "Aaron, come on down, come on through, come on through." When I get there, R. Kelly and his boys there. So while I'm on the radio talking, Aaron Hall comes up to me. He don't say hi or nothing. He said, "Hey man, that dude is in here, man. Get him out of here." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "You know what I'm talking about." Security said R. Kelly. So they had to exit Kales out the back door.
Dang.
Him and his whole crew.
After all this shit.
So Aaron could kick it. Because
So-
Aaron was
So
popular
what
at
was
the
they?
time.
What was their issue?
R. Kelly was sounding like Guy.
Right, right.
The song Vibe,
Yeah,
she's
you got that vibe.
They used to say,
Yeah.
"Guy, he sounds like Guy." The whole country was playing that song from Kels, except Chicago.
And was that on Born to the 90s CD?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. He says everybody, "Little cuter Liz got it." All the names he knows, some of them I know, but um, and it's crazy. This is how the world works. So it's crazy. Aaron Hall came up sounding like Charlie Wilson.
Right.
Mm.
R. Kelly came up sounding like Aaron Hall. All three of them, Charlie Wilson, Aaron Hall, and R. Kelly, are on a song called Heaven's Girl by Quincy Jones. It's a major steppers cut in Chicago. And that's amazing. It's amazing. Kale's killed this part. It's amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, Aaron didn't like R. Kelly. Didn't even like
You ever been to any of these clubs, either down here or down there, where that them two rough cities, Milwaukee and Chicago,
Yeah.
some bullshit kicked off. I mean, some garbage kicked off there. Fight. And you're like, man, this like, damn, do you have to go?
I seen a dude get hit with one of these. Yeah, man.
It wasn't yours, was it?
No, it wasn't mine.
Breaking your
Yeah.
equipment. Don't be breaking my equipment.
A mic stand. He took that mic stand up in the air, and I just saw it go down like a hammer. I was like, dang.
Wow.
Oh my God, yeah, man.
Yeah, I bet
Plenty
you
of
these two
fights.
rough towns, man. I know you didn't seen it because I done seen it not on our nights when we had nothing, but I
Yeah.
done had some nights I done went out. I'm like, man, let me get on my play these stuff, man.
I was in Chicago at this club called the Dating Game. I got my money from the club I was hosting. The club is just a club. They had a talent contest, and I hosted it. Kid and Play came in, and I hosted it. And I'm in the bathroom. I'm in the stall using the bathroom. Somebody is shouting out my license plate. If you have a black BMW with gold rims and a Wisconsin plates, somebody just broke into your car. It wasn't a black BMW. It was a dark blue Camry with painted gold rims, but it looked like a BMW because I had all the Camry signs taken off. And Tito Jackson, that's another story. He got it mixed up too. So I go to my car. All I'm missing is my radar detector. My windows broke, briefcase stuff all over the place. The two cops was telling me, yeah, you're from Wisconsin, Milwaukee? Hey, you hear about this dude that was eating people? I was like, what? He said, yeah, it just happened.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer. That's how I found out about Jeffrey Dahmer. We didn't have cable, so I went and I watched CNN, and sure enough, the main story,
Dang.
we caught him a cannibal eating people. I was like,
My
"Dang."
auntie stayed down the hall.
Really?
Crazy, yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Auntie
That was
Raina.
a crazy time.
That's crazy. Yeah.
We
That's
heard
how I
a
found
lot
out
of,
about
heard a lot of
Jeffrey Dahmer.
stories about that.
And
Yeah.
it's like when everybody found out that sent the chill through the whole
Ooh,
city.
man, it's still extended chills.
Still is, man.
My father worked at the phone company, and he would see Jeffrey because in the back they got the little patio, and he would see Jeffrey walking back and forth. They tore the house down now. It's just empty. There's a
Yeah,
whole bunch of
right.
houses, but that whole house they tore down.
Oh, it's
So
the
the-
whole building stand.
So the building that Jeffrey Dahmer was living in, that's still up,
It's
right?
knocked down.
No, it's tore
They knocked
down.
down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
tore it
it's knocked
down.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah, they should have torn that.
right behind the phone company.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, that was a weird time in the world with dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, man.
Dog. So what's your take on this Diddy situation? The baby oil and the case, and
I
I'm
know
quite
you
sure
met
you-
Diddy before.
He ain't invited
Yeah,
you to
did
no
you meet
party,
Diddy?
Red.
Man,
He's out.
You ain't get
Um,
invited to the Diddy party, man.
Dapper Dan. Y'all know who Dapper Dan is?
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely. Yeah.
He made 2 suits for me. I got them. My Louis and my MCM. Dapper Dan said, before social media, that stuff used to go down back in the 60s and 70s.
I believe it.
Same type of
Yeah.
stuff.
Same stuff.
Look at somebody trying to get Smokey.
Yeah.
Somebody trying to get Smokey Robinson now.
Wow.
It's crazy. They trying to get Smokey. They got Smokey up. 4 ladies are accusing Smokey. But that kind of stuff. Diddy was just real flashy with it. He was wild with it.
Yeah, he got
I
too
knew-
many people involved.
Yeah. I knew Diddy. Biggie's mom invited us to the Diddy's mom invited us to the they did the video every step you take. They did some filming at the O'Hare in one of the hangars. And Diddy's mom invited me and my partner Melly Mel. She was my morning show co-host with me. Invited us to be in the video. And we couldn't do it because we were on the air at 6 in the morning this way across the town at O'Hare. But yeah, Diddy, when Craig Mack and Biggie came out, Diddy sent us the music. We had the little Mac thing.
Yeah.
We had that. He gave us his personal number to his desk. The last time I saw him was at MATC here. I went to a white party once. Them white parties ain't no punk. If you have on black socks, you can't get in.
Mm-mm.
If you have on, you can only wear gold or silver accessories. That's it. If you got on a turquoise bracelet, take that off.
Mm.
Wow.
And I met y'all know who Indiana Jones is, right?
Yeah.
I met him and Clarissa Lockhart, his girl.
Mhm.
They sat at the table next to us. Funny enough, Jamie Foxx people I was there with them. And the dude that worked for Jamie Foxx record company said, "Man, you sure you got white?" I said, "Yeah, I got white." He sent me a Sean John outfit. I still have it to make sure that I had all white.
Wow.
I was like, he sent me a picture of the shoes you wear. I'm like, dude, I'm there. Because he don't want to get turned around at the Diddy party. It was in the Hamptons. Yeah. Everybody was there. No pictures. Ain't nobody taking pictures. Ain't nobody taking pictures enough. And Diddy came to every table. "Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? What's going on? Welcome." And that was the only time I saw him. Then we went to Jamie Foxx. He got a house just for parties. We went to his house. Jamie Foxx is crazy. Um, Jamie got a house with 4 levels and a backyard. Jamie will go up to the top level and watch everybody on camera. Get him out of here. I don't want him. Security come up to you, "Excuse me, man, can you come with me?" But it didn't happen to me, but it was happening. And I found out at the very end what was going on. My guy Lee. Shout out to my guy Lee, that worked for Jamie Foxx record company. But Jamie will watch everybody.
Damn.
That girl right there, her hair crazy. Get her out of here. Security, "Excuse me, miss. Y'all come with me. Y'all can bring your drinks." He'll get you out of you.
You know what? And see, like Jamie Foxx, speaking of Jamie Foxx, to me, Jamie Foxx, I was just having a conversation a couple of days ago about Jamie Foxx in general. And to me, he is really one of the talented person in the industry. One of the most talented. Just don't listen. For him to be that funny in the comedy world, his acting, he got who he
Ray
played?
Charles.
Ray Charles.
He got Mike Tyson coming out.
Yeah, like
he's on Mike Tyson.
So his resume is impeccable as far as acting, stand up, and then think about the music. Like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
He a real live 3-headed monster, and it's like
he is.
You don't see too many people in the industry that have that much talent that can display it to the world. That's just like T.I. trying stand up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it could be funny, but it might take a long time for him to crack open to the world, for them to take him serious to that type of level, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like he can get on stage, do comedy. He can get on stage, do and perform his music.
Yeah.
And then he also is a very intelligent actor.
Yeah,
like
that's how I look at
3-tier.
Chris Brown, he can rap, sing, and
Yeah. Dance.
So all that
He
shit.
can act,
when I
too.
would see him, it was like seeing Michael Jackson to me.
Yeah.
Dude coming out the floor, coming out the ceiling, he changing clothes. He got old people, whites, blacks, Asians, everybody in the crowd. They trying to dance. If they got big joints, they trying to take them out, throw their bras on the stage. And Chris was a fool, man.
He's one of the coldest dancers out there, man.
Yeah, he coached one of the coldest entertainers right now.
Yeah.
he the coldest entertainer right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Usher's cool too.
Yeah,
He can't dance like Chris Brown.
He used to. Remember, he used to move. He done got to. Now he done got there where he umps. So
Diddy, to go back to Diddy, Diddy's not a dancer, but he a damn sure a great entertainer. So when you look at his stage performance and anything he done in the past,
right?
When Bad Boy come on stage, he gonna have fucking fireworks and bombs.
Everything.
Exactly.
He gonna be up there dancing and grooving. It's like he put on a great performance every time. So it's like, Diddy, he's a producer, don't get me wrong, but when he get on stage, he do a great job. Of course he ain't no Chris Brown, of course, but as far as just entertaining the crowd, he do a great. He always did a great job.
Executive producer.
The first time I ever seen Diddy though, like physically, it was at Jam for Peace. He was here with Mary J. Blige way back in the days when What's the 411 came out. That was my first time seeing him. I'm like, he was on stage doing a little dance he be doing. And Mary J. Blige, they doing it together. They got them sloppy, weird body dances they be doing. Diddy was on stage with her. He was like her hype man or whatever. But he was the producer who produced the majority of that 414 album.
Right. He was she was under Uptown, which he was an assistant for Andre Harrell.
Right.
Yep. But he was the promotional guy too. So, he was the one to get you out there. But he got his own thing. Bad Boy. He got that after Andre fired him. Yep. It's crazy. But the stuff that he going through now, I just pray for him.
You ever met Suge Knight, Tupac? I know Suge probably gave that aura.
I got pictures with Suge,
You do?
At the BET Awards, when you when you go to the BET Awards, and they always have an after party at this hotel called the Roosevelt. You can only get, ain't no bodyguards or nothing coming in with you. It's only you. You Suge Knight. Okay, you can get in. You got one person you're going in with. That's it. Because you got to have 3 forms of ID to get in there. Security ain't got all that. And you don't need it. You don't need no money. You don't need to go in your wallet for nothing. But that's where I met Suge Knight. I remember walking in. You remember when the chains used to be good on and with the matching belt and all that? I'm going through the security check, and Michael Jackson's dad said, "Yeah, I see they got you hemmed up." That's the only time I met Papa Joe.
Damn.
He said, "Yeah, I see they got you hemmed up." Because I was taking off belts and everything, pants about to fall down. I say, "Yes, sir." He had all the grandkids with him. But yeah, that's where I met Magic Johnson. Me, Magic Johnson, and Norm Nixon, Debbie Allen's husband.
Yeah.
We at the BET Awards after party. We in the corner eating pasta. All 3 of us. I'm the shortest one. It's Magic on the end, Norm in the middle, and we just standing up eating. And women just coming up to Magic, "Hey, Magic," kissing them all on the face. "Hey, sugar, how you doing? How you doing?" And that pasta was so good. It was crazy. But yeah, Suge Knight, D Wade, Paul Pierce, all this stuff. Eric Benet, shout out to Milltown Zone, Eric, my dog. We all were at the BET Awards just kicking it, man, having a good time. The after party. The after party. But yeah.
I seen you with on the picture with right now today, my favorite basketball player, Damian Lillard.
Oh really? Yeah, Dame. Yeah, Dame.
How was Dame
Cool.
as a?
That was the day his CD came out.
His CD hot. Too.
Yeah, and me and core DJ Kev was there. I said, "Let's play these songs," because I had it on my phone. I got it on my phone, and I would airdrop Kev the songs, and he would play them. And Dame was in the back with a bunch of other players, Giannis's little brother, everybody. And he came over to say, "Hey man, thanks, thanks for playing it. Can we get a picture?" "Yeah, sure, let's go." Boom.
Hey,
Yep, exactly.
Dame seemed like a smooth cat.
Oh, he real cool. Yep, real cool.
Yeah, I love to meet Dame. My son's 6 years old. He loved Damian Lillard. He loves sports, period. But me and him, we big on Dame.
I hate to see him go down.
I know, man. I know.
It's hard for the Bucks, man.
That Achilles, I know.
I mean, but we still optimistic as long as we got the freak and we got the Packers to look forward to too.
Right. Y'all think Giannis gonna resign?
Yeah, I think he is.
This is really? Town. He can't get some under. He like this is town though. He had his stage here. He fought to get here.
Right.
And then like he the man here. You gonna go play with somebody else, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think he stay here until his time comes. Only way he leave is the Bucks. They get somebody offered too much. Motherfuckers like, man, we're gonna have to let this man go. I mean,
Yeah.
Because you know how sports is. You get older and they just say,
I know.
Must say F you.
Oh yeah, I know. Shaq played for a bunch of teams.
Yeah, so
right.
Yeah, he sure did.
But the weird thing is, the Bucks don't come across too many players of his caliber.
Right.
At all.
They don't.
So it's like when you get them, you got to keep them. Majority of players that's in the NBA. Think about Shaq, like you said, for instance. Shaq is a legend, a Hall of Famer, one of the NBA greats. He didn't change hands for our team.
Yeah.
It's hard to find, like in this day and age, to think of a player that stick with his team the whole entire career. Yep. And it's very small. It's a very small handful. Right. Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
A lot of the corners are like that.
Kim Olajuwon changed teams.
Did he?
Towards the end.
But it still counts.
It
still counts. You wore somebody else's jersey. That's like Jordan putting on a Wizards jersey. Still count.
Yep. Sure did.
Still count.
Who do you think we can bring to the Bucks? You see the Kuzma didn't work, man. Who Giannis need, man? We got him and Lillard, man. Who we gonna trade Kuzma for?
I don't know.
We can trade Kuzma for a bag of damn chips, right?
I don't know, man.
Rough out here. I think we should have got Jordan Poole.
Hey, look, we gonna get somebody out the rep league.
Man, for real, we go right to the rep league. It's a baller.
Yeah, it's some good players on the Bucks now. They just need they time to shine. What's that white dude name? He cold.
Yeah, the shooter.
Yeah.
AJ Green.
Yeah. He cold.
Yeah, it's about time, man. And I think Doc, some of them, he don't let them play consistently enough.
We're gonna have your brother call some of them up to the Bucks.
Man, for real, man. I might have to, man. Shout out to my brother Dante Jackson, new head coach at Alabama A&M.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
My niece goes there.
Really? Yeah. My brother, he just left.
That's who I see my grandkids right now.
Yeah, he just left from Grambling State. So he just elevated their basketball. Now he going, to the big leagues.
I got a job offer to go to Birmingham, Alabama.
We kind of do too, so you might need to stay in the loop with you because you might can go out there and work with us.
Yeah,
but it's like me starting all over. Don't nobody know me in Birmingham. I ain't never been to Birmingham in my life.
But we gonna tap in.
We're gonna tap right in with you, man. Listen.
You did it here, you can do it anywhere.
Yeah,
You got because you got to know how the skills.
but the money man, I think
The money
I-
man, there
ain't
you
in the
go.
clubs.
Yeah.
I ain't in the clubs down there. Nothing.
Can you do it like those other DJs that you said, like how you said DJ? Oh, he can make his mix from anywhere.
Yeah.
So see, now in that case, it wouldn't be bad for you to do it as long as you ain't got to physically be it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I was DJing in clubs in Chicago at this one club from here during COVID.
Wow.
During COVID, I was doing it in my living room, but we were live streaming in Chicago.
Wow.
Oh,
I
that
was
was dope.
doing that. Yeah.
Do
So.
you do that on? You don't do it on TikTok? You know, I see some DJs.
No,
Yeah.
I lost my TikTok, man. I switched iPhones and
But
forgot
then
my
they-
password.
I thought you was one of the person they said cut it off. When remember they had that though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a Prince thing like that, and they kept cutting me off.
No, but they had something. They told people all around the world. Man, they was like, y'all get rid of TikTok because. Of something.
that was because down something.
Yeah, and a lot of people
Oh,
erased
yeah.
the app, and when they did, they wasn't able to get it back. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The DJ on TikTok, you got to have this thing. You buy Guitar Center, so you ain't got to put up. I do not own this music,
Yeah.
or else they'll keep cutting you off. You play the hook of a song, Facebook, TikTok, all that will cut you off.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, like I said, Reggie, I enjoy working with you because you're not only a DJ, like we like the lip sync challenge in the roast.
I gotta get in there.
That involve around like humor. You know, dude.
Yeah.
When dude did Chris Brown, we woke up the next day. People like, y'all on World Y'all the #1 video. We like,
Really?
I swear. We like, what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
send it to you. We like,
Oh,
what?
man.
Yep.
And it was the first time we tried.
It did like 200,000 views in 24 hours.
And opposite of karaoke, because karaoke you get the real singers. Then you get these motherfuckers that probably sound like ass, but they up there moving.
Yeah.
We had a chick did Boosie, and she was
Her
little chubby
energy.
chick.
Really?
Her
Yeah.
energy was.
Boosie a little skinny black dude.
Yeah.
The big, kind of chubby, and she was rocking. We like, whoa, she killing. And he tied with the dude that did Chris Brown, but then our Chris Brown video went viral. So I hear World Star was like, hey, can y'all change the caption?
Yeah, because somebody stole and sent it to him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so they thought whatever caption the person who sent it to him, they captioned it with whatever he told them.
Ah.
So he got in contact with World Star, was like, hey man, this is an inner circle event. Y'all got to change it.
But I was just like,
it was done.
brings
This was
humor.
done in
People
Milwaukee.
was laughing. It was hilarious.
Wow.
He flipped
Still
the
in
girl
y'all
over.
shine.
He was all dude flipped the girl all over, and he was all on the floor. He's dancing,
Grinding on her and everything.
Everything.
It was so.
But it was classy.
Yeah,
He
it was
dressed
classy.
up like an old man. He
Really?
was lip singing it. He killed it, man. I mean,
And-
it was fun and funny.
And then see one thing I can say about a lot of people here tend to everybody party promoters. We more of event promoters,
Right,
you know.
right.
So our events be based on some of our events like the lip sync challenge and the city roast. Those events are really geared towards the people. Like the people, it's a chance for you to display your funny or to get in something and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you think about what we do versus the average karaoke night or lip sync challenge versus a karaoke night, like us, a lot of people grab a mic and karaoke sound like shit.
Yeah.
At least when you're doing this lip sync challenge, you ain't gotta let a word come out your mouth. As long as you moving, like you entertaining, this your song. Your mouth moving and you up there dancing and you grooving to it. You can you take a chance of winning the money. Because it's called Take the Pot Lip Sync Challenge.
There you go.
So it's like everything we do is an opportunity to win something and have some fun.
I did I lip sync Carl Thomas I Wish, and I had the acapella of it, and I put it on Instagram, and I tagged him on it. And he said, "Dag, you sound better than me," but it was his voice.
Right.
I was just shout out to Chad Roper too, my guy Chad Roper. He said, "Dag, lip sync." I said, "Okay."
Dog, you know what? I would love for Ty to get in the lip sync challenge. Because one day I pulled up on him and his wife. He jumped out the car. Ty, the was kid.
Yeah.
Ty jumped out. He was singing Carl Thomas Summer Rain. And he was dancing, but he wasn't singing. He was lip syncing. He was dancing. Dog, that shit had us dying laughing. Everybody was in the car with me. I said,
T.Y.
dog,
funny too on the
yeah,
live.
Ty, hilarious.
Shout out to my boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, shout out
Ty,
to
what
my
up
boy,
though?
Ty.
What up, T.Y.? What up, Kid?
Yeah.
Love, y'all.
Yeah, man.
So
Well,
what's next? What you got big coming up? What's going on?
Man, right now, I got people told me to stop talking about it. It'll happen. So I'm working on a project. Me and two other guys. We trying to get something good in Milwaukee. It ain't a club or nothing, because Milwaukee just don't.
Yeah, I know.
I could have had a
Yeah.
club years ago. I'm talking back in the '90s when I was in Chicago, but I don't want a club. This city is,
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
they're not fair.
Mhm.
They're not fair. But I
No
say,
longevity or none of that.
We
Nigga.
had to take
Yeah.
to that, Red. So.
I'm not saying my people, but I'm just saying the city, folks
Yeah.
downtown, they're not fair.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, so my people support, but I don't want to say the R word,
Yeah.
but you know where I'm coming from.
Right.
So I'm just working on some stuff. Sitting back chilling. I need a job, man. Y'all hiring? I drive truck. I do whatever.
Man, you know we got a lot of shows, man. We're gonna keep you on board.
Let's get
For
it,
sure,
man.
for sure.
I'll
But-
pass out some flyers or something.
Yeah,
I'll do
man.
anything, man.
Like Flower John have him tapped on the
That's
back
my
of your
dude,
jacket.
yeah.
I know.
Shout out to my guy Flyer John
Yeah,
too. People
real.
thought he was dead.
He's still out here,
Yeah,
man. Flower John.
Yeah.
Man, back in the days, we used to have a group. I don't know if you know Biari Lamar, the lawyer.
Come on,
You know,
now.
we had the Playboy clique.
Yeah.
You know, back in the
of
days. I'm like,
course.
Reggie used to do stuff for us back in the
I
days. We
teased
had
him
it
on
popping.
that too. I said, "You a lawyer now?" He was for real with it.
Yeah,
wow.
he so said he
Doing
was.
it. I'm proud
Yeah,
of
popping.
him too,
Shout out
man.
to
Yeah.
shout out to bro.
Shout out to my guy
Yeah.
Twan, QZ, David, D Magic. We had a big thing going on. We had a major movement at a young age. If we
Yeah.
had social media at that time, man, we'd be
Oh
rich.
man, yeah, I know. Yeah, he told me when he was about to be an attorney too. He said, "I'm going to school for law." I said, "Yeah, do your thing." He
Mhm.
called me with my last few days at V100. He called me with Attorney Crump.
Yeah.
Attorney Crump. Yeah, that's all good. Shout out to my guy Core DJ Kev too.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
doing a lot this summer. We got a lot going on this summer.
Y'all done both did a lot for us too, though. We
Yeah.
even had fun when we was out there with the deal for gym things.
Oh
That
yeah,
was fun.
yeah. That's right.
That was fun.
Dog, you know what was fun and funny about the Dale's trip, right?
Uh-huh.
Jim had all that food backstage for
Right.
Clive's them, right?
Right.
Man, me and Ron peeked and seen that food. We like, damn, what shit is that? Dog, it wasn't nobody
I thought it
guarding
was
it.
community,
Man, me
though.
and Ron went over there, was going crazy with the ribs, dog. Remember when I came and got you? I said, hey, that food over there.
I ate good.
Oh, man.
I ate
Everybody,
good.
Dog,
everybody.
dog, listen.
Ate good.
He was pissed when he walked in. He said, man, they ate all Plies food. And that
Well, I
was
stayed
us.
in the truck anyway. He stayed in that truck
Dog,
anyway.
we tore that shit up. Dog, I'm talking about we had plenty to go
Thank you.
trains, dog. Like niggas took all that shit to the room. I'm like,
Yeah.
dog, that shit is
I-
funny
I-
as hell.
It's crazy because like the next day I remember I had a little thing. I went and warmed it up when I got to the
Good
crib.
crib, man.
Man,
Well,
that was
yeah.
some good eating.
Yeah, it was some good eating, man.
Yeah,
We
I
had
know,
some
man.
good time.
But shout out to Jimbo, man.
Yeah,
Jimbo,
man.
we love you, man.
Yeah, man, we here for
did
you,
some
man.
big things,
Anybody
man.
put on for this city is all
Well,
good,
yeah.
man.
My dog Jimbo, man.
Well, it's
Yeah.
about time, man. We get ready to wrap
Wrap
up
it up.
episode 1, man. It was a great one, man. We so happy, that we could get you. Like, you were the first person that came to our mind, man. We said we want to do something that says Milwaukee, something for the community, man, and what we want to do, entertainment. You were like the first person because you got such a voice, man. You know what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate
Like,
that, man.
you're my DJ growing up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got here's certain movies, here's certain people on the radio. LA got Big Boy. We got Reggie Brown, man. So
And
you
real
definitely-
respected around
you
the city, man.
That's
definitely
all
respect
good.
it, man. So
That's all good. But next time, can I get some wings or something?
Man,
we
listen,
got
we
you,
gonna
man.
have-
We gonna-
have
we gotta-
chicken
wings,
wings, chicken
Hey,
wings,
next
all that.
event we're gonna have the VIP section for you, man. We're gonna have you chicken wings. I don't know if you're drinking that, man, but we're gonna have you right together. Just know
Even
we
Jimbo
got you.
had me a bottle of Remy at the Ray J thing, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Yeah.
even there.
He did? Oh,
Bottle of
that's
Remy.
weird.
Kev had his Hennessy. I had my Remy.
Oh,
Oh
that's
man,
weird.
well we
Dog,
got you,
it-
man.
Yeah.
At
I
that
was
Reggie.
talking to BJ, right? It's funny that you drink. I said I have never seen Reggie Brown have a drink. We just had a debate about this.
Really? I can't drink till after 12.
I'm just saying I've never seen you have a drink like ever.
Man.
Like
Yeah, I don't mess with that down hood. I was DJing somewhere at Walker's one time, and little girl that grew up on my block, I got her a bottle of that Don Julio, whatever it is, Respinado, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, Uncle Reggie, have a shot with me." I said, "Okay." Then I had another one. We sitting on on the patio. I'm DJing. I'm the DJ, and we on the patio having another shot, taking pictures. And I was just dizzy. And then the club was packed. And then the music stopped. I was like, "Damn, who DJ?" I was like, "Oh, it's me." The music just stopped. Everybody looking at the DJ booth. I'll never mess with that Don Julio ever
man.
again.
they said, Reggie, stop bumping the table.
Yeah, I know. I can't drink that stuff, man.
If you could pick one club in Milwaukee, what was your favorite one out of all of
Sonny's on Broadway.
them?
Oh,
Y'all too young. Y'all
No,
be
I
young.
know
Yeah.
this was when they had Tap around too. Tap whatever, Tap One.
Tap one, yeah.
Sonny's
This-
on Broadway was around the same time.
Sonny,
That's down there on the east side. I mean, down there by 16. I mean, by Keep or something. Ain't it? By Lisbon?
no.
What was it?
Sonny's was on Broadway in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
The last day,
Broadway.
Sonny's last day was in '88.
Oh no,
Y'all was
Man,
was y'all
we-
born?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Hey, you
Is that
know
something
the
for the
weirdest
Phoenix,
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Did you ever used to do gigs at Lenny's?
Nope.
Remember Lenny's on
I
Wisconsin?
remember Lenny's. Yeah.
Dog, when we was young, we used to steal our parents' car at 13, 14, like 12, 13. My mama would go to sleep, we'd steal a car. We'd be posted at the club like grown
Just
motherfuckers
Really?
in
Go
front.
in and out.
Like, we'll,
But we used to
hey,
do it,
just
the
watch.
grown people would be
Right.
leaving out the
Really?
club and see
Yeah.
some
They do the
kids
shindig?
like
Yeah.
leaning on
Yeah,
posted
we'd
on
get
the
our
car.
parents' car
Dog, they
just
used
to
to
be,
be tripping like,
know,
oh, look at these.
Yeah.
little bitches.
Yeah, we'd go just get
King.
the cars and sneak. We wasn't no car. Go out here
Lydell
and
used to
steal.
be with us. We used to do that. We used to steal a car.
My mom
Lydell, they do the meal check.
Yeah.
Lydell
be
Ruffin,
beat
Lydell
around.
Ruffin.
My
Lydell,
mom was
and,
stealing cars. She
my
worked
God.
a job or two, but when she come home, she out. And when she out, we like, dog, we want to get mom's keys. I think Lydell knew how to drive before we did.
Yep.
We'd call him like, we got the keys. He like, okay, come on.
Shout out to Miss Ann.
Yeah,
Lydell's
Yeah,
mom.
Miss Ann was like a mother to us.
Darby.
What?
Yeah,
She
Ann
is-
Darby. Her birthday just happened. She just
Yeah,
turned
oh, that's
60,
what's
son,
up.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ann and Lydell.
Yep, shout out Ann, shout out Lydell
Lydell,
Ruffin,
Sabrina,
man. Y'all
Dookie, all of them.
family to us, man.
Shania, yeah, they family big.
Yeah.
Uncle Smitty. So you probably-
Yeah, Smitty
Look at those
D,
Smitty.
Smitty D.
I tried to get that blue Range Rover he had. Man, that blue.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty blue.
Yeah.
Smitty, what up?
We
Yes.
grew up with them. Well, Lydell, we grew up with.
That's all
I used to do a
good.
little real estate with Smitty D.
That's all good, man. It was good
Well,
to
yeah,
be
man.
here, man.
Man,
My
we
stomach
appreciate you.
growling though, man.
Man, we gonna figure something out, man. But we appreciate y'all, man. Wrap it up. Episode 1 for Coffee Table Conversations through the Inner Circle Entertainment.
Congratulations, y'all.
Man, appreciate it. Let's at least clap it up for ourselves,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? We made it happen.
Major league.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, where can they find your contact information on social media?
Reggie Brown on Facebook, Reggie_Brown on X, and Reggie Smooth AZ on Instagram.
But on Facebook, you can't tag him. He a hater.
Let's send
Just so
another
you
shout out to
We be trying to tag you and post it said this person is unable to be tagged. I'm like,
Really?
oh
It
man.
depends on what page you. I got
Oh, okay.
6 pages.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
the reason why I got 6 pages, if you got a fan page, you can have many fans you want, but people don't want to be your fan; they want to be your friend,
Right.
and they max out at 5,000.
Okay.
So you got to keep starting another page. I want
Yeah.
everybody to be my friend, everybody to be happy.
Okay.
But they max out at 5,000. I lost one page because I was trying to send people to another page. My first original page, I was trying to send people to that page. Facebook thought I was spamming, so they canceled that page. And I was friends with everybody. Michael Bivens, all the SWV girls. I was friends with everybody on that page too. So it's crazy.
Yeah, but before we get out of here, man, I want to shout out our sponsors. If you need some Mexican food, Latin food, we got our man Jose from National Liquor Mart. He also got a big restaurant next door to his liquor store now. So
That's
if
what's
you're
up.
looking for some fire Mexican food, you can go there and get it. You know, we got Timmy Kai's Fitness. You know, you looking for a trainer, somebody.
TimmyCosFitness.com.
There you go. He can tell you where his links is. National Liquor Mart, that's on 16th and National. We got our lawyer from Cash Law Office. We're going to put his link, his phone number will be showed, his commercial will be showed there, like in between or after the show. You'll be able to see that.
That's what's up.
Premier Pro League
Premier Pro League.
with the skyboxes on
some
deck.
hoopers, some basketball hoopers. They, you know, me being a former hooper myself, you know, you want to see some games or play in some games. I think that's a good league to get in for adults to come watch or play in. So.
Yeah.
Especially if you think you still got it, you know.
Then we got another sponsor, Versatile. You see me Versatile up and down, head to toe.
I see that,
On the
man.
way
I'm
to
a
go.
Leo. I love that lion, baby.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
going
you
to
know,
stop
they
seeing
say
it.
I'm a king on the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Reggie.
Definitely showing out Reggie, my main man Reggie out there.
Where's that at?
He's located in Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
Versatile
fire,
Clothing.
man.
He's working on his website to distribute it now. So
That's what's
he
up.
got a lot of heat.
Got to follow.
Yep. And you know, like I said, shout out to us, man. We came a long way. My brother with the idea, and you know, Tim joining the board with us, man. I think we make a more of a powerful team together, and hopefully, you know, without a doubt, it's gonna be more to come. You know, and I appreciate you, Reggie.
That's what's up. I appreciate y'all, man.
Man, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Congratulations, for real.
Yep, shout out to hey, see y'all soon.
Shout out to Tone
Thank
Deaf
you for
too,
tuning
man.
in.
Our producer, Tone
Make sure
Deaf.
we shout out the Tone Deaf Podcast, man, just for a great hospitality, man. Making sure everything flowing with us. You know, everything that we needed, it was really, really accessible. You know, he helped us out, gave us a lot of game.
It's nice too, man. I'm loving this.
Yeah, man. Great little setup, man. You know.
I was
Coffee Table Conversations. We don't
Yeah.
need nothing but a coffee table.
There you go. That's it.
And we ready to go.